This is the Offside, and welcome to another episode of the Real Recap, where we cover the latest news and rumors surrounding Real Madrid. But without further ado, let's get started. Let's start off with some transfer news, but unfortunately, it's not the kind that we like. Joselu is set to leave Madrid, and from the reports that I'm seeing, it was apparently Joselu himself that decided to part ways with Madrid. Everybody at Madrid, including Don Carlo Ancelotti, was ready to trigger the buy clause in his contract from the loan deal. Although there were a couple hiccups within that loan deal because Espanyol got promoted, but Madrid was ready to go through with the deal anyway. But Joselu himself opted for an $8 million per year option that was offered by Al Gharafa in Qatar. And to be fair, I completely understand his decision. He wasn't already a starter at Madrid, but now Madrid also have Kylian Mbappe and Endrick joining the squad. So in turn, he opted to get a bag and play. So I fully respect his decision, and I will always be rooting for him. He is basically part of history at the club already. That brace against Bayern will go down in history. So I have nothing but love for Joselu, and I wish him all the best. Thank you, Don Jose Luis Mato San Martin. Now, carrying on with some more bad news, Real Madrid legend Nacho Fernandez is set to leave the squad as well. His deal is already 100% signed, sealed, and delivered. He will go to Al Qadisiyah. Nacho is a Real Madrid legend through and through. He's been here for over 20 years, I believe. And although he was never one of the major stars promoted from the squad, he was always a key piece on every team that he played with. He could fill in on any position in the back line and was willing to do so and gave it everything he had. And you never really heard him complain. I feel like Nacho's already known that he was going to leave at the end of the season. So when we were all giving the goodbye tour to Toni Kroos, it felt like Nacho once again was putting the team before himself. That's the characteristic of a leader. That's why he's been here so long. That's why he's been so successful. And that is why we will miss him. So I just like to say thank you to Nacho Fernandez. You are a legend at this club and you will forever be a Madridista. But now with Nacho leaving, the Yoro project is completely underway. They're going full steam ahead to try to get this deal done. It's been reported that several teams have made a lot of high-profile offers for the player, but the player himself has shown very little interest and in turn has let them know that he only has one team in mind. The man, the myth, the legend, Juni Califat himself has labeled Yoro as a fichar. That basically means he is a must sign. If Juni gives the green light, Madrid is ready to go all out to get the player, but that still does not mean that they were willing to overpay at all. Madrid are well aware of the player's interests, and so is his parent club currently, Lille, but naturally Lille does not want to get underpaid for him. So as of right now, it's kind of a chess match between the two clubs, but Madrid seem to have the upper hand because the player is severely interested in joining the team, and Lenny's current contract situation is also not in their favor. Madrid have the upper hand and are willing to leverage it so they don't have to overpay. Another exciting prospect that Madrid are in constant communications with is Franco Mastantuono. The Argentinian star is willing to join Madrid and he has very little interest in joining anybody else. Apparently there have been deep talks between both clubs to get the deal done, but as of right now there is no concrete information on the situation as it stands. But one thing's for sure, if the deal does get done, he's going to have to stay one more year and then he can travel and join the team in Europe. I'll keep an eye on the situation and I'll give you guys any updates as I see them. Some more transfer news is that the Davies saga is currently on pause. Reports have come out that Carlo Ancelotti really likes Ferland Mendy, as do I, so that basically is putting a pause on the Davies contract negotiations. The saga isn't over, it's just currently on hold and it's unsure how things will shake out just yet, but a big factor in this whole saga is going to be Ferland Mendy himself. If he keeps performing up to the standard that Don Carlo Ancelotti is looking for, I don't see Davies as a necessity, and neither does Madrid. But once again, that does not mean that this deal will not happen. It's just currently on pause. Now, with all the recent departures, there's a number of vacancies that are going to be filled. With Nacho Fernandez set to leave, Eduardo Camavinga is set to take the number 6. Currently, he is representing France at the Euros, and he is currently wearing that number 6, so I think it makes sense for him to take that vacant number. Also, with Toni Kroos retiring, the number 8 is set to be open, but it didn't remain open for very long as he gifted that number to Federico Valverde. I personally think that is a perfect number for him, not only because Tony himself gifted it to him, who is his idol after all, but because Federico is an actual number 8. He's one of the best, he's the best box-to-box midfielder in the world. I'm actually super excited to see Real Madrid's future captain wear that number. But now apparently this French dude, Kylian Mbappe, kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle. He is set to come as a free agent to Real Madrid and he will take the vacant number 9. Obviously, I'm super excited to see Mbappe play with this team, and I'm super excited after all of these years and long drawn out transfer saga is finally over. I'm just excited to see him with his new teammates. Mbappe is easily one of, if not the best player in the world, so it's going to be really exciting to see him on my team. But I think that the number 9 is not going to be his long-term number. I think it's going to be that number until Luka Modric and Real Madrid either part ways or Modric actually retires, and then he might take over that number 10. But Mbappe is not the only striker that's going to join Real Madrid this season. Endrick is finally coming to Madrid. And from the current reports that I am seeing, he is probably going to wear the number 16, which I believe was his actual first number with Palmeiras. Watching Endrick play more and more as his time got closer to coming to Madrid, I've noticed that he's actually pretty good, and one trait in particular that really sticks out to me is definitely his positioning. Because he's not a physically big guy, big I mean in tall, because the dude looks fucking stacked, he always seems to find himself in the right spot to make a difference. Whether it be a position to give his team a goal or to contribute to the build-up play, the kid is actually really good at that. But in my opinion, the best part about Endrick's arrival at Madrid is that he's not under any direct pressure. He's not Madrid's main striker, that's Mbappe. So I hope that Madrid take the Arda Güler route with Endrick and sit him, let him develop physically, let him develop his skills within the team during team trainings. And I know that that's going to cause a lot of other opposing fan bases to take a shot at the kid because he's a quote-unquote bench player or this or that, and they're going to do all these stupid-ass comparisons. But I think it's going to be the best option for him and Madrid if they want to develop him into a future potential star. So to finish it all off, all I gotta say is it's a pretty good fucking time to be a Real Madrid fan. But that's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, a la Madrid.